she was looking at her phone to see what could she find to say, but there was nothing there.
There was nothing. You know what I think? I think she probably wrote some get backs down, and she was probably looking for the proper one for Phaedra, and she couldn't find one.
Here it is that you initiate the conversations with Apollo. You were the only woman to show up for cigars and managed to get him alone.
She needs a storyline, so she keeps re-bringing it up. This happened in 2012. It's 2014 now, and she's still trying to use it because she has nothing else going on. And while she's sitting around running around talking about my husband and the father of my children, and she spends her weekends peddling through sperm banks, looking through catalogs to try to find a donor, honey, you don't know if your baby daddy will be an axe murderer or a child molester, because what you will know is that he needed $10 to get him a medium-sized pizza, so he ejaculated in a cup so you could have a kid. Now check that.
Phaedra, do you believe Apollo 100% in this situation?
Yeah, I believe it. Everything she has done has been underhanded and sneaky from day one. Since I've met her, from the day she met me and my husband, she was hitting on him. What kind of whore does that? And I should have slapped the dog out of it that day.
That was bravo. Oh, thank you.
Amen. Wasn't that wonderful? Short and sweet. Just like I like it. Now sit your ass down. Sit down, Ron. Your knees are dirty. If God was truly on your side, it would have succeeded. Amen.
Just like that. Stanky.
Wow.
Just
Funky.
stanky.
What's up, everybody?
What's up?
Welcome to Saturday Love. Yay!
Yay! We back.
We are so glad that you are tuning in.
Yes.
We hope that you have liked this video, that you have shared this video, that you have subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you haven't, it's not too late. Just look down below. There's a thumbs up, and you can give us one of those. And then you can go a little bit further down and subscribe to this channel. So I, like everybody else in the world, we watched Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Let me just say, Ratchet TV is something about it. Like, I love to hate it,
Yes.
but I can't live without it.
Yeah, it's like seeing a car wreck on the side of the road. Sometimes you just can't turn away. You hope nothing bad happens.
And you just say a prayer.
You say a prayer, but you can't really turn away.
That's Little Scrappy's
Baby mama.
mother,
I hate baby mama.
mother of his
The
child.
mother.
That's it. She has a new love interest, and the guy I forgot his name. O'Shea, yes.
Just like Ice Cube's name, O'Shea.
O'Shea. They go out to go bowling, right? Afterwards, they bought a couple of drinks, probably got something to eat, and Young Jock was saying, "Hey, I'll pay for it. You know, it's no problem." And this guy had the nerve to say, "No, man, it's cool. We got it. I got it. I'll pay for it." And how you gonna ask her for her credit card after you told them that you were gonna pay for it?
Right.
So our first topic is money versus broke when it comes to a relationship. Like, how do you deal with this? You know, everybody struggles. Everybody has ups and downs when it comes to money and finances. But, you know, when is enough? Or how long do you stay? I mean, do you wait it out? Are we patient? I mean, what do you think?
If Young Jock decides that he wants to pay for everything, regardless if I got money or not, I'm gonna let him pay for it. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna offer to pay for it, hey, listen, be my guest. Woo! It doesn't matter if I got money or not.
I don't have a problem with paying for things. It's just don't volunteer my money.
Right. Exactly.
If you wanted to be a hot shot and say, "Hey, don't worry about it. I got it. I can pay for this one."
Right.
Well, then you should have the money to pay for it.
Right.
Don't say all of that and then expect me to pay for it. I think that's the biggest thing. Because it's nothing wrong with a woman paying for the date sometimes. You know, and you know the man should pay for the date, but the woman can pay for the date as well. That's not a problem. And then being supportive of someone when they don't have as much money. Maybe they're in school. Maybe they're, you know, working. Maybe their breakthrough hasn't come through. I don't know. it's nothing wrong with being a good supportive friend. And I think that when you leave, it's up to you. But at the end of the day, don't volunteer my money.
Exactly. Don't make plans with other people's money.
No.
That means that don't suggest to go somewhere, or don't suggest to go out somewhere or do something when you don't even have enough money to pay for yourself. So, in light of everything, it's cool to date someone that might not have a lot of money, but just make sure that you don't make plans with other people's money and do something in order to bring something to the table. So now our next topic is the Solange and Beyonce and Jay-Z
God.
fight.
I was wondering if before we get into that, we can actually talk about the video just a touch.
All right, so the Met Gala, this big gala that they have every year, and it's pretty much for all the Hollywood A-list people to get together, put on nice clothes, and act like they're really doing something for a good cause. Solange was there along with Beyonce and along with Jay-Z. Which side do you believe that she should have taken in that instance?
Solange, she probably had a problem with Jay-Z prior to this. Like, there's probably some issues. This did not just happen that particular night. She got on that elevator. It was just like, look, I'm gonna let this dude have it, because in a second we got to get back out and walk in front of all these people, paparazzi and all that kind of stuff. We just saw the real side of some things. They are very private, and from the outside looking in, you would just think that everything was perfect. Like, man, if we could just have a relationship like that. But it just shows that, I mean, they probably do have a good relationship, but they're human. Reason why I feel like Solange was taking up for her sister is because Beyonce was like, well, it looked like she was almost like, she got a point. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was something like they said Solange was bipolar, I mean, we've heard all kinds of stories. Right. If it was something like she was just having another moment, she would have probably been like, hold up, chill out, come in between the fight a little bit more. But instead, it was more or less like, honey, don't step on my dress. That's all I got to say. It was something much more, which we'll find out in the weeks to come. Yeah. But until then, everybody is speculating. It's just one thing we do know is that they're human and they have problems like everybody else. Right. And it's okay. I'm sad that they got, everything got displayed that way. But, it happens.
If it's between them, step to the side. You might have your opinion. If she asks for your, or she or he asks for your advice, you give them your advice. But for the most part, stay out of the middle of it, because it's their relationship.
You have to be careful when you tell your friends or your family certain situations about your relationship, because whereas if you and your significant other, you're having a problem. He did something. She did something. Now you go and tell your sister or your cousin or your friend. They're going to be mad because they care about you and they don't want you to be hurt. Now, what happens, or where the problem is now that you've decided to forgive him or her, and you've moved on, and now you try to bring him or her to the barbecue, and everybody is sitting there looking at your significant other like, we hate him, we hate her. Why is he or she here? Or certain things like this happen. Now, the friend is more upset about the situation than you are.
Solange is probably a habitual line stepper, and she finally. That means that she crosses the line too many times, and Jay-Z probably had to tell her something.
I doubt it. I think Solange is a strong, opinionated person where I'm not saying Beyonce is weak by no means, but where Beyonce may be more soft-spoken and it takes a little bit more time for her to get upset and angry and express herself. This is me speculating. I don't know. Solange is probably that one, I can go from 0 to 100 in a second, especially when it comes to my family or my child or my mother or my dad, whatever the situation is. She's just that one, I ain't going. I'm not taking.
She's a habitual line stepper. So stay behind the line.
I don't know.
Don't cross it.
Do what you need to do.
Don't sit up. Do not poke the bear. Do not poke the bear.
Well, that bear the bear better not come around yet.
You do not poke a bear. Whatever you do. So Solange, do not poke the bear. Don't do it. All right, so we got a question from one of our viewers sent via email.
One of our lovers.
one of our lovers. Please continue to like. Please continue to comment. Send your emails to doyoulovesaturdays@gmail.com. Like us on Facebook. Comment on Facebook. Send us your questions on Facebook. Send it by pigeon, airplane, air balloon, whatever you got to do. Straws. It don't even matter. I've been in a relationship, or I've been seeing someone, for about 6 months now. It's getting pretty serious, but she told me that she is celibate. I really like her, and I don't want to break up with her. So what is it that I should do in this particular instance? Listen. This is a tough question. And the reason why I say this is a tough question, because when you get in situations like this, it can become a very sensitive thing, okay? If she is practicing celibacy, if you really like her, then you need to practice it with her. Now, whatever you need to do to make up the times where you might be feeling a little frisky and she doesn't necessarily want to go there, you need to figure something out to do in order to occupy your mind, your time, and your heat.
Sex does not make or maintain your relationship, and it won't I don't believe, make or maintain your marriage. You know what I'm saying? In marriage, it may be very important, but I don't think that's the only thing, because we understand that with age, those kind of urges and those things, they die. They decrease as we get older. You know, things change. So what I'm saying is, without getting into a whole other topic, that is not the most important thing. If you're not able to have sex, that doesn't mean that you can't have a good, successful relationship with someone. You will probably find yourself getting to know so many more things about them, right, doing other things for fun. You know, that will kind of, you know, it'll discipline you. It will change you, and I think you'll be blessed.
All right, so this is the end of our show. We thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to Saturday Love. Saturday Love. Thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We love the feedback that we're getting. Please look at our other videos. Continue to like, comment, like us on Facebook. Do all that good stuff. And we'll see you all next time.
Thank you for your support.
Peace.